Okay. If we want to build the future, we're gonna need something.
Like a high-speed internet connection that can turn my ideas into reality.
Like the skills to become the world's most powerful coder.
The resources to make more films with people who look like me.
Like me.
Like me.
Like me. Like me. Like me. Like me.
Like the tools to start my sustainable shoe business.
Way more space to collaborate.
Yeah, that's better.
Through Project Up, Comcast is committing $1 billion to open doors for the next generation so they can build a future of unlimited possibilities.
It's time to knock some things off your bucket list. First up, travel the world. If you've always wanted to visit Hong Kong or vacation in the Swiss Alps and wondered what it was like, well, Jeanette, Evette, and Tina got the scoop for you. These jet-setting divas are always at some fun and exotic place experiencing the best of what life has to offer. And each week, they'll tell you all about it. These ladies are always high-flying loads of fun.
Hey, I'm Jeanette.
And I'm Evette.
And I'm Tina, and we are the Jet Setting Divas. Hey, ladies, what's going on? Oh my gosh,
Colorado.
We're back home. But we had a great time in Colorado. Oh gosh, okay. I'm gonna set the tone here. We went to the National Brotherhood of Skiers 50th anniversary ski summit. Oh, it was in Vail, Colorado. It's a whole week, February the 4th through February the 11th. It's like a week full of activities. The focus and the goal of the Black MBS Ski Summit is getting the Black skiers out, starting young. They do competition, speed racing, all the different competitions you'll see at an Olympics summer winter game. But yet it's getting them really up to speed. So you can be a part of a ski club nationwide, all over every state. Has some type of ski club, international. So they have ski clubs everywhere, and then they get together once a year. But this is the 50th year. So, ladies, tell me what y'all thought. I've gone for many years. That was probably maybe my 8th or 9th one at the large one. But what y'all think? What did y'all think?
So do they get together every year, or is it every 2 years?
Every 2 years. So they have a big a summit, and then they have a mini summit. So I'll say the mini summit is usually the people in Colorado, because you can ski all the time. Their ski club is like really active. So if it's not a year that they're having a ski summit, they have a mini one.
Okay. So I'll tell you, I really enjoyed it. I had a really great time. Every time I go to Colorado, I do different things. And so this time, one thing that I really enjoyed, and it was outside of the Black Ski Summit, it was just the water, the natural spring that we went to. That
hot springs.
That was the highlight of my trip. That it was so relaxing, beautiful scenery. Everyone needs to do it. So
if I talk about that hot springs and what that did for what that setup looked like.
Oh yeah, the hot springs was awesome. We looked at the temperature outside, and it was a nice 33 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yes.
And what is it, Glenview?
It's Glenwood Springs. Glenwood Springs is right side outside. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of opposite of Aspen.
Okay, so we visited a place called Iron Mountain Springs, and it was very nice. They had a lot of different hot springs, different temperatures of water, and it's just like Jeanette said, it's very relaxing when you're in.
Better than the hot tub outside, because I tell you, because you don't even know that it was 30 degrees outside. We're surrounded by mountains. They have, when you're in your swimwear, you get in the hot springs, and these are natural springs that come up from the ground. So there's nothing added, no sulfur, nothing. So, and they do checks pretty regularly. I enjoyed that too. That was great.
It was just good for my soul. That's what I can say. It was very peaceful, very relaxing. Looking up at the mountains, so you can get that in your backyard, and it was a great experience.
Yeah, and it was about an hour outside of Vail. So Vail was where the central ski summit activities were going. But we took a trip about an hour away and went to Glenwood Springs. But that was awesome. And then
Yeah,
talk about the
yeah,
summit. I think it was a good cultural experience. I like the. I'll tell you what I like. I like
right.
the fact that one of the artists was I think his name was Lamar. I can't remember the last name, but he created all of these great
He
images
sure
of
did.
black
Oh,
of
yes.
of black
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
skiers
that was
because you
nice.
can't find a lot of black ski
Mhm.
paraphernalia. He
Yeah.
created his images on skis, on shirts, on all the logos. So that was really 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 creative, and we'll put
I
that
believe,
information in there.
yeah, yeah, I believe they had like an art museum that you could go
They
to and
did.
see
That's
and buy
They
some of
sure did.
Yeah,
his projects and stuff like that. So it was really, really, really nice. Um,
yeah,
we didn't actually go and look in there, but I know that they had that event where you could go and probably you can go on something. We'll find that website and let
That's
yeah,
that's what I think so too.
yeah,
I mean, if you
so
want to
it
purchase
was great.
images, yeah.
Like
yeah,
it was great seeing our people of color in
yes,
one place, doing something that people don't normally do. And that
yes,
ski. So how many people
yes.
do you know, that ski?
Not any.
Now hardly ever, and I lived in Denver for 20 years, and the locals don't, the local people of
Mhm.
color or our black folks, they don't
Mhm.
come out and they didn't ski until they started getting this migration of people coming in, and from different states that are moved to Denver that started saying, hey, you know what, they went from Chicago, Detroit, New York,
Mhm.
all these different places. They went to these ski summits and they were like, why y'all not coming? Because I got to tell you, about 20 years ago, I found some things from over 20 years ago that I used. We pretty much, the people who were not from Denver were the ones that got people from
Mhm.
Denver to come up and start enjoying their ski summit in their town. So yeah, so it was great. But another highlight was the parade. I mean,
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, 50 years. You think about it; those people have been skiing. If they were 20, they're 70. So hey, if they started younger, that's even better. But and that's what we saw, was kind of this migration of people who started it, and then how they brought their family, and then their family brought their friends to join the events.
I think what I was impressed about was just seeing
Mhm.
that there was representation almost in
Yeah.
every state, in most large cities, Detroit, Chicago, St. Louis,
Yeah.
Dallas. It was from the East Coast to the West Coast. There were some people that came from Florida. There were people that came from Phoenix,
Yeah,
Arizona,
Mhm.
and Colorado,
yeah,
California, just from everywhere. So I know I didn't really know that
They were
black people
everywhere.
were skiing throughout the world, throughout the United
Houston
States,
and
and they are.
Dallas.
Yeah,
yes, they have
everywhere.
ski
Yeah,
summits. They have ski
yeah,
clubs.
yeah.
Yeah, ski clubs everywhere. And you know what? So I guess I have to say, we went as renegades. So they're the folks that go as registered ski folks, and then they're the ones that renegade. So that's kind of how we had it, this little flexibility. We didn't do kind of those normal activities that
Mhm.
you would do, but they did have, Event, talk about, they had a lot of events that were planned for the people that were registered, or people who paid it to do some of the activities. So what were some of
Yeah.
those?
I saw like light parties, people dressed in neon lights
Yeah.
the kids was there. So it was a
Yep.
pretty much a family event. It wasn't like, okay, just adults. You could bring your
Yeah.
kids, they can do
Mhm.
ski lessons. They
Yeah.
starting them off young. So, because they're gonna be the next generation for the next 50 years.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And there was like I saw the kids skating parties, um clubs doing individual things that you can go out to. The
Yeah.
place where the majority stayed was at Height
The Height, yeah, the Height
Resorts.
and Garfunkel's. They had a lot of
Hmm.
after hour happy hours and things like that. And we even had some star sightings.
Yeah.
We saw Lisa
We did.
Leslie and
Yeah.
her family. We saw
Uh-huh.
AJ from 106 in Park. We saw a lot of people out there that were actually skiing. They are not just out there. A lot of,
Mhm.
and I think that's a great advantage too, because it's supposed to
Right.
be like discount, Like you can go out there and where it would normally cost a grip for you to ski, get your ski things. You should be able to go and do ski lessons, go up on the hill, ski down, all day, do passes. So it's supposed to be kind of a discount day, but Vail is a very expensive ski resort of them all, I'd have to say. In Colorado.
I would say too, one reason why we went as renegades is because we like to go out and travel. We like to go and we go to one place, like we went to Vail, but we also ventured out and went to other places. We went to
Keystone.
We went to Copper Mountain. We went to Copper Mountain area. Went up to the Springs. So that's one reason why we like to be kind of we're renegades anyway in our personal lives, but we like to do that. That's the reason why we went that way, and we also like to other trips throughout the year. So that was one of the reasons why we went the way that we did. We wanted to integrate in with the Black Ski Summit, but also do our own thing too.
But it was a great event, and we enjoyed every minute of everything that we were doing. I think it's something you should try to do. If register, go and enjoy. Lots of sponsors out there that we like a lot of the beverage companies and things like that.
So I mean, I really enjoy seeing Black people bringing their kids out because I didn't have my kid out skiing. So I mean, that's something that I missed out on. And then I also felt good about seeing people from every city. So I think whatever city you're in, you should look up your local Black ski.
And you should also don't think just skiing, because skiing is there's snowboarding, there is tubing, snowmobiles. I mean, you could go snowshoeing. It's a lot of things that you can do that are just winter sports wise. I mean, they even have ice sculpture, museums and things of that sort. So you got to, when you think I want to go up to the mountains, it's great. Get your if you like your hot beverages, you can chill out. You can't always think it's going to be like freezing cold and that you can't go out. If you're in the elements, you come prepared. What's up, Evette? I see Evette. Go ahead, girl.
Yeah, we see you moving.
Some of the concerts they had.
Yeah,
they
had Neo and they had Anthony Hamilton. Yeah. So there are other things other than just
Avery Sunshine,
other activities. Also. Yeah. They had a barbecue, I believe.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. You can, and if you ever go to Colorado, and y'all know I done said that 10 times, you got to get a Mile High nacho because it's I didn't get the Mile High nacho, but you got to focus on those. That's one of the highlights. They have a Denver omelet, Mile High nacho, and it's a place for herbal delight.
So again, as we've told you, there's many things that you could do when you go to the Black Ski Summit, or just when you just go to Colorado and all together. You can go to Black Ski Summit and do those activities. You can go as a renegade like we did. You can go to the hot springs.
All right, ladies. Well, I know we've kind of covered a lot. We got to start. We rent a car. That was the other thing is that getting up to the mountains from Denver is a little further. Getting from Denver is probably about an hour or so to get to Vail. We rented a car. We got on, and we got up there, and we had that flexibility. But you can always do a charter shuttle, all kind of things that are going on out there. That's awesome. So I'll go ahead and we can go ahead and close this out, ladies. This is awesome.
Follow us on look at all of our social media so you can see all this great trip that we went on to Colorado.
All righty.
Well, this is Jeanette.
And that's Evette. And I'm Tina. And we are the Jet Setting Divas. Woohoo!
Tune in next Thursday when the Jet Setting Divas will tell you about another fun destination spot that you'll want to visit. For more on their excursions, log on to ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com.
All right, did you know I was the Mommy Slam Dunk Champion?
Really?
Yes, really don't sound so surprised.
Let's see it.
Oh, you're ready. All right, here we go. Let's hear the crowd. So go to right, go to left, fake 'em out. Mama, go up, mama!
She did it.
Again?
You can't avoid gravity, but United Healthcare can help you avoid financial surprises by helping you compare costs and doctor quality ratings. United Healthcare.
Uh-huh.